So thank you everyone for coming. I'm sorry.
Already crying.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah. So thank you for attending the installation for the 2018 Line Officers and Award Ceremony. I'm Deborah Shapiro, your 2018 Local Network President. I'd like to invite my mentor and friend, Amy Snook, the Women's Council of Realtors 2018 Florida State Secretary, to come up and be the mistress of ceremonies.
Good afternoon, everyone. Amy Snook, so honored to be here. So I'm laughing a bit because I called Deb this morning. I said, I just have a few quick questions on the agenda. And she said, is it a problem if I cry? And I said, no, of course not. Show your emotion. I just don't know that I thought it would happen in the first 1 second when you got to the Honored to be here, helping to guide today's meeting, certainly. And we have a lot of very important dignitaries and guests in the room today, and we thank you all for coming. We're going to make sure everyone's recognized, and I'm going to leave that to Deborah to do in just a bit. Before we get started, I want to share a quick story. How many people in the room were at the Miami installation last week? Pamela only? Okay. So Pamela, excuse it, I'm telling the same story again, but no one else here has heard it. But I've been involved in Women's Council for a long time now, since 2002-ish, I want to say, long time. And people always ask, why Women's Council? And I guess I want to share a quick story. For those of you who know, in addition to being a realtor, I'm also a title agent. So I was at a fund seminar, and a fund seminar is a bunch of attorneys. Wait, how many attorneys are in the room? Okay, forgive me in advance. Sometimes you all tell jokes at those seminars that I think, I don't know what they're talking about, I just don't. But I got one of them, and I'm going to share it with you today. And I know you're not supposed to start a joke by saying it's a joke, but I kind of needed to, you'll see. So at this fun seminar, the speaker comes in and he said, I'm honored to be here today, but I got a speeding ticket on my way in. And we all, oh, you know, so forth and so on. And he said, I knew I was speeding, I got pulled over, the police officer got out of his car, he came walking up to my window and he said, I will need a copy of your registration and your real estate license. The speaker said, he said to the police officer, do you mean my driver's license? And he said, no. Not everyone in Florida has a driver's license, but everyone has a real estate license. And what I loved about that joke, besides finally getting a joke at an attorney seminar, what I loved about that was, sadly it's true, there are a lot of people that have their real estate license and they're realtors. But my gosh, it's hard to make a living doing this, isn't it? Very different than just having your license. And when I heard that joke, it was that aha moment of, this is why Women's Council, this is why we're involved in the board. It separates us from the pack. It's that drive to continue to learn and help our community and help our clients. So I hope that hit home for you as it did for me, and certainly a bit of a chuckle. So let's get started. I'd like to invite Ronald Lewis from All American Title and Abstract up to lead us in the pledge. Oh, good thing I really didn't say anything bad as I was in the pledge.
That's okay, I've heard it so many times. We have a flag.
Oh,
The flag's in the other room. We can
that's
do
okay,
it
get on
without.
the phone.
We can do without the
Did somebody have
flag.
a phone? Mine?
We can do it. Let you come up and I'll grab my phone real quick and
Yeah.
get a flag. We do. We really do.
I would use mine, but I just got the iPhone 10. I've had it about 2 weeks, and then as at the middle of the night last night, for whatever reason, I don't know why, the thing won't stay on for more than 10
I've
seconds.
heard they have problems. Yeah.
So after this, I'm going over to Apple, the town center, to say, what's going on with my new phone?
Well, now you're gonna see my cracked phone, but okay.
Over that side.
That's why I ended up getting the iPhone 10, because my 6 Plus cracked at the dog park.
Okay. American flag.
You ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I would just like to say that with all the turmoil that's going on in this country,
It's still a great country, and we're all still Americans, and I'm still proud to be able to stand up and say it.
Yay!
Well said. Everyone at the front table is looking at me because I don't know if anyone else has the same issue, but my phone's all cracked and I refuse to fix it for the 9th time. So, I'd like to invite the 2018 Florida State Women's Council Treasurer, my friend Christine Citrano, up to share an inspiration.
Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to be here. Drove over this morning from Naples. Congratulations to all the incoming officers, by the way. It's very exciting. You guys are in for a real treat this next year. Imagine how incredible you'd be 1 year from now if you stopped fantasizing about a better life and actively started building one. So often we get in our own way. We are creatures of habit and like nothing more than to be busy being busy. We sit down in the morning and create a list of to-dos for the day and feel great with every item that we scratch off as done. At the end of the day, we may sit back and say, wow, I was so busy today. But were we really? Did these accomplishments bring us any closer to our goals? Do we actually feel better? Perhaps the wiser thing is to ask ourselves, what do I want today? Envision the one thing you really, really want out of the day. See it in all its technicolor brilliance. Feel it with every cell in your body. This is what you need to be thinking about throughout your day. Are you merely doing activities, or are you bringing yourself closer to your goal? Are you getting what you want? A friend of mine and I often talk about the WIN philosophy. WIN stands for what's important now. If you begin to put this philosophy into practice each and every day, with each and every choice that you make, you will find yourself achieving more success, accomplishing more, and getting closer and closer to what you truly want in your life. I begin each day by focusing on me. I wake up early, before anyone else, when the house is still dark and quiet, and I meditate. Sometimes it's only 10 minutes, sometimes it's for a half an hour. Following this, I grab a cup of coffee, and I sit down and I journal. I write down what I am grateful for, and I open myself up to what the universe has in mind for me that day. I keep all my journal entries positive because I don't like to pay any attention to negative thoughts. Following this, I go to the gym. I do this every day. This time I spend on myself, giving importance to my mind, my emotions, and my body, help me set the stage for the rest of my day. No matter what happens, I am calm and better able to handle anything. For me, this is what's important now. Each of you should carve out time for yourself every day. Figure out what you need to do to reset your internal clock. It could be reading a book, listening to some music or a podcast, or simply taking some time to sit quietly and reflect. It doesn't really matter what you do. It's more important that you do it. Being selfish isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes it just means that you know you have to focus on yourself to get what you want to be. By nurturing yourself, you will be better able to nurture those around you. When everyone is feeling love, there can't help but be success. Remember, happiness is an inside job, and real success will come when you focus on yourself, and I promise you, this will build you a better life. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine, and such Such very apropos words at this time of year when we're all planning for our 2018, and you're right, we need to build some time in. So, we want to recognize our luxury sponsors. There are two. I'm going to invite them up one at a time. And if I may, invite Janine Pringle from Court Furniture up, please, to take a few minutes and share about the company, and thank you, of course, for being a luxury sponsor.
Good afternoon, everyone. And congrats again to all the new officers. Our team is here today, and I just want to introduce them because it all starts with our people. So if all of the court team would stand, please. And our Vice President Ed joined us today. We're welcome from Orlando, Zenny, if you would just wave, Melissa, Michelle, and Yvette. And Deborah is actually part of our team. So thank you. Not going to take a long time to talk about Court, but Court is a platinum strategic partner with Women's Council of Realtors. And today, as you said, we are a luxury sponsor, and we enjoy partnering with Women's Council's Realtor. Deborah has really grown and contributed, I believe, a lot to the association. Court is a Berkshire Hathaway company, for those of you who may not be aware of it, and we enjoy the privilege of that. We're able to help you with staging, with corporate relocation, if you have any clients who are looking to relocate. So whatever services, solutions you need to add value to your customer, we're able to help you with that. And thank you again for the opportunity. Anyone who needs our services, please feel free to see Deborah or call one of our colleagues, and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you.
Thank you, Janine, and thank you, Court, for all of your support. I'd now like to invite Jeff Moore from the Polo Club up to speak with us, and thank you again, Jeff, for being a luxury sponsor.
Hi, everybody. I want to thank you for coming here today. We were honored to be able to host such an event. When Deborah came to me with the possibility of having this event here, I jumped at the chance because, one, I love working with realtors in general, but specifically ones who go out of their way to better themselves and really dedicate themselves to it. I've learned very quickly that not all realtors are created equal, and I really have a lot of respect for the ones who go out of their way to benefit themselves. You do all the time. It's a funny setup here because anyone who wants to be a member at the club has to buy a home. But I'm not a realtor, and we don't have any realtors, and I don't sell homes. But I have to get people to buy homes. So it's a difficult setup, and it's why we're so reliant on relationships with all of you. I need realtors for my success. The club needs it for our success. We could not function without you. So we try to have as much of a partnership with the real estate community as possible. We try to educate the community about our club and bring you within the gates because we are closed off a bit to the outside world. So at your seats there's a folder with a lot of information in it, and I'm not going to get into all of it now because it's not the time or place, but my contact info is in there and I would be happy to discuss any of it with you. I also have it all electronically. It has our membership dues and fees information. It has a couple of programs we have. One is an investor program where if you have folks who are trying to who flip homes, it's a substantial discount, and we have some real opportunities here at the club. We have another one called the Stay and Play program where prospective buyers can come spend the weekend with us at a home that we own, and we really show them a good time and let them get to be members for the weekend. So a lot of really very member-friendly opportunities, and opportunities for you as well within the club. We have 1,709 homes. We sell about 100 a year, and we couldn't do that without you. The last thing I want to say is that we love to host realtors and real estate events and offices to come see the club, and we will also come to you as well. So, I'll be reaching out to a lot of you to try and set things up. We would love to come to your office and really go into more detail about the club and show your staffs and your colleagues what we have to offer, and also have events here and give tours and host luncheons and things of this nature with your offices. We love to kind of nurture those relationships, and that's essential for what we do. So we are happy to have you here, and enjoy it. And I wish I could take credit for the great food you're going to have, but I had nothing to do with it. So if you see our food and beverage staff, give them a thank you as well.
How many guests in the room are, how many future members do we have in the room today? Okay, I'm laughing, they're all scared to raise their hand. Okay. Just so you understand, and Jeff said it so well, the reason we go to different venues for our meetings, and I know Deborah's exploring venues for next year, Deborah and team, is we as Realtors need exposure. I have to be honest, I didn't know about the programs Jeff just spoke about, and one of my offices is down the street, so it's so important. We owe it to our clients and to ourselves, so thank you, Jeff. Now I'd like to invite Deborah Shapiro, incoming president, up for recognition of our VIPs. I'd also like to invite up, Mel, our incoming president-elect, who is also going to recognize our state and local strategic partners. Thank you.
So again, thank you so much for coming. I'm so honored that you're all here. So just bear with me as I read, please, as I've been practicing in my sleep, but you know, things change. So we have some very distinguished guests here today, and I really want to recognize them. And if you could please stand so that we can, know who you are, that would be great. Thank you. So we have RAPV and GFLR, who's going through a branding, so it's kind of long, but I'm sure it's going to get better. Christina Morris, the Director of South Region Board. Jeffrey Levine, the 2018 President. Judy Romello, past President sorry. Ariel Rosenfeld, the Membership Manager. Renee Sandow, the Professional Development Manager. Patty Manders, the Director of Training. Jessica Wittenbrink, Vice President of Program. Carol Bloom, the Vice President of Membership Engagement. Jennifer Merritt, the CFO. And Kim Hansen, the COO. So again, thank you. So we have some other distinguished guests as well. We have Nancy Macaluso. She's the National Association of Realtors President Liaison to South Africa. The National Association of Realtors President Liaison to the United Kingdom. Tony Macaluso, the Chairman of the National Associations of Realtors Research Committee. Michael Owen, the Florida Realtors Past President, National Association of Realtors of the Distinguished Service Award recipient. Women's Council. If we could have any of the past local presidents, please stand. I hope they go. Past Women's Council District Vice Presidents. Quite impressive. Women's Council Realtors Past State Governors. Women Council of Realtors past state network president. I'd like to also acknowledge the 2017 line officers. We have Carol Bloom, who's the secretary. Pamela Halbert, treasurer. Doris Clarence, the VP of membership. Myself, Deborah Shapiro, president-elect. And happy Women's President. All the way from Port St. Lucie, we have Charmaine Hickey, the 2018 District Vice President for Districts 2 and 12. Amy Snook, the Women's Council of Realtors 2018 Florida State Secretary. Christine Citrano, the Women's Council of Realtors 2018 Florida State Treasurer. And we have Pamela Banks, who is our Women's Council of Realtors 2018 National Treasurer. And Mel will lead our strategic partner, and I will stand with you.
Thank you. Deborah not only practiced 3 times last night, she made me practice also. But I have a very long list. We are so blessed. We have 2 pages of strategic partners who helped us and helping us. So please bear with me until I finish the list. We are thanking to our 2017 Florida State Strategic Business Partners. We have 4 levels. Bronze, Angela Territo Training and Coaching, Aerosmith Realty, Paige Brewer, the Daytona Real Estate Page, Peggy Hall Realtor, Brevard County, the Legends of Real Estate East Coast, 3rd Federal Savings and Loan, New World Title, Denora Guerra Real Estate Salesforce, Keith Farrow and Associates Realty, Gulf Breeze, Navarro, Pensacola, Southern Title, Rick and Honora Giamenta School of Real Estate, Emily Ross, Campus Realtor, Keller Williams, Elite Realty, Julia Sansevier, PA Realtor, Coldwell Banker Previews, Women's Council of Realtors, Jacksonville, Women's Council of Realtors, Orlando Regional, Women's Council of Realtors, Daytona, Women's Council of Realtors, Stuart Martin County, our Silver Strategic Partners, Housemaster Home Inspections, Hughes Arrow Exterminators, Nader's Pest Raiders, Women's Council of Realtors, Naples on the Gulf, Scott and Gia Arvin, Matchmaker Realty, Nancy and Tony Macaluso, Portside Properties Incorporation, Realtors Property Resource, OVM Financial, USA Home Inspections, our gold sponsors, Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, and Platinum Strategic Partners, Gainesville, Alachua County Association of Realtors, Orlando Regional Realtors Association, 2 Men and a Truck, Movement Mortgage, and Diamond, Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, and Florida Powerhouse Inspection Services Group. The next list is our local, close to our heart, Palm Beach County Strategic Business Partners. Bronze, Transaction Coordinator Lydia Crystal. Lydia. Clear the Clutter, Trudy Fellows. She's going to make it. Realtors Association of the Palm Beaches, Carol Bloom. And our Silver Strategic Business Partners, Leader in Print, Seth Leader. Meisner Country Club, Marie Michalk. Competition, she didn't come, I guess, right? 2 Men in a Truck, Janelle Dolly. Morgan Stanley, Patricia Corbett. Specialty Advertising, Doris Pasty. And our Gold Business Strategic Partners, American Fidelity Title, Stacy Holdsworth. Pacific Union Financial, Jason Esposito. Platinum Court Furniture, Deborah Shapiro. Yay! Baypoint Property Inspection East, Mark Wall. Yes. We Insure, McEvers Olson Insurance Group, Kim McEvers. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, thank you. So we'll be serving lunch. if you could just enjoy lunch and then we'll be back.
The 2017 local network president, who's already here, Kathy Lewis, for the awards presentation. Thanks.
Thank you very much. What we're going to do, I'm going to hand out awards. And what I'd like to do is just take an opportunity to move over there after each award, get a picture, because I'm afraid that at the end we're not going to be able to do it. So just bear with me if you would. Thank you. Okay, so every year, the outgoing local network president has the honor of presenting awards to members who go above and beyond for the good of the organization. This year, it's my privilege to give awards to 5 very deserving members. First, the Affiliate of the Year goes to a non-realtor member. I greatly appreciate every one of our sponsors and strategic partners. However, the person I feel most deserves this award went above and beyond for our network throughout the entire year. Always ready, willing, and able to serve with a mile-wide smile and a can-do attitude. My sincere thanks for her outstanding contribution as program chair and other duties as assigned, Liz Woody of Third
This is a perfect backdrop.
Member of the Year goes to a realtor whose dedication to the network's success has been unwavering. Her hard work and initiative in implementing changes has greatly contributed to the success of our network. So a huge thank you to our treasurer, Pamela Halberg, for making our money management and contract management more manageable.
Thank you so much. Do we need to go over there? No, I don't think so. I just want to make sure we're okay, great.
Another big hand for Pamela. The next award goes to a realtor who came back to our sisterhood this past year and jumped in to share her technical skills and help spread the word about Women's Council of Realtors Greater Palm Beach. Please join me in thanking our social media chair and this year's rising star, Michelle Belisari.
No, I don't do that. Here's what we're going to do. We're doing a selfie. No, we'll do a selfie. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Thank you. What a surprise!
Okay. The President Award goes to the most hardworking and selfless person I know. Her dedication to the Women's Council of Realtors and every realtor in our local professional community is unparalleled. I especially want to thank her for helping me to make our Blue Diamond Circle celebration a huge success. Please join me in expressing my gratitude to our Women's Council Secretary and Vice President of Member Engagement for RAPB and GRFL, Carol Bloom.
No, I'm shaking.
Okay. Every local network is asked to submit a local realtor candidate for consideration for the National Entrepreneur of the Year Award. The recipient of this award should embody the mission of Women's Council of Realtors. They should represent us in a very positive way every day in their business accomplishments, productivity, professional education, local, state, and national leadership, mentorship, and community involvement. We are so fortunate to have just this person in our midst, and I would like to thank her for her dedication to making Women's Council of Realtors one of the greatest professional organizations in the nation. I'm so proud to be able to submit her name as candidate for the National Entrepreneur Award and to present her with our local network Entrepreneur of the Year Award for 2017, our 2018 National Treasurer, Pamela Banks.
One more over here. Because the backgrounds don't always.
Sometimes it's lighter over here.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate your everyone's support for the network this year, and I'll call Amy back up again.
Thank you, Kathy. Congratulations to all of the winners. Let's do another round of applause. What? You're taking a picture of me standing here? I'm so short, he was aiming it down. I thought he was taking a picture of something down there. Anyway, all right, the moment we've been waiting for. I'd like to invite Ms. Pamela Banks up to, can't think of the right word. Install. I was going to say show, and it just didn't come out right. To install the 2018 line officers thing.
Thank you, Amy. Good afternoon, Women's Council of Realtors, Greater Palm Beach County. It is my honor, and I want to thank you, Deborah, for the opportunity to install the 2018 leadership team. Today is a celebration. I'll tell you, I can remember not too long ago actually standing up here and being installed, so it's really an honor. We pay tribute to our retiring officers, and we applaud our incoming leadership team. Each of these members is elevated for a brief time to plan, to work, and to serve, and then to step aside while others lead on. In 2006, I had the opportunity of serving as the president of this local network. Little did I know when I stepped into that role, the journey I was about to begin. The Women's Council of Realtors provides each of us with the leadership training, the skills, and the education to be the very best that we can be. Our organization continues to give us the tools that we need so that we can succeed by adapting to the change in the environment so that we can provide our members with all the information that will help them grow. So I'm very proud to be part of this organization. I'm going to ask the retiring officers and director to please stand as I call your name and remain standing. Education Director, Liz Woody. Treasurer, Pamela Helberg. Vice President of Membership, Doris Behrens. President-elect, Deborah Shapiro. President, Kathy Lewis. We are aware of the time and efforts that you have provided to the Women's Council. In your service, you have gained the respect, appreciation, and gratitude of our members. Undoubtedly, you have gained some skills and you've gained education that you will take with you, and that the Women's Council will look to you to use in your new role, a role to support the efforts of those that follow in your position. Thank you for your dedication and a job well done. Please give them a big round of applause. I now declare these these positions vacant. Thank you. And will the following 2018 officers and directors come forward and face the lectern? Robert Garrison, Program Director. Linda Tursky, Membership Director. I'm sorry, Lindsay. Pamela Helberg, Treasurer. Neela Berwick, Secretary. Emel Honor, President-elect. You can come a little closer, I don't bite. And 2018 President, Deborah Shapiro. With your positions come specific duties and responsibilities. And also, they also include the giving value to our members in the following areas: raising member professionalism, providing relevant professional development opportunities, delivering business leadership skills that are transferable for both personal and professional growth, and facilitating member networking and relationship building. Deborah, as president, you are honored to be installed in the highest office the Women's Council of Realtors Greater Palm Beach can bestow. We will look to you for unselfish leadership that will bring about harmony, success, and cooperation in the year ahead. You will preside over all business that has to do with this local network. In the roles that you are all about to assume, you will be identified as the governing board of the Women's Council of Realtors Greater Palm Beach County, dedicated to the best interest of the public, the utmost in professionalism, and the welfare of our members. To fulfill these duties, they will be based on the Women's Council of Realtors Network model and the Women's Council of Realtors mission statement, which reads, "We are a network of successful realtors, advancing women as professionals and leaders in business, the industry, and the communities we serve." As newly elected officers, you are entering into a new phase of service, cooperation, and leadership. You will exemplify the best that realtors have to offer our profession. Guard this trust and pay full measure to the qualities of your leadership so that the Women's Council, Greater Palm Beach County, will continue to be service to the real estate profession. Are you ready to accept the responsibilities of your various positions? If so, say, "We are." We are. That's good. Please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly promise and swear to administer the office to which you have been elected or appointed to the best of your judgment and ability, conforming to the bylaws of the Women's Council of Realtors and its network affiliation agreement, observing and enforcing at all times the Realtors Code of Ethics, and supporting at all times the activities and interests of the Women's Council of Realtors? If so, say, "I do." I do. Then by the virtue of the authority, you may lower your hands, conferred upon me, I declare each of you to be duly and officially installed in your respective positions, and I extend to you a heartfelt congratulations and good wishes. Members and guests, may I present to you the governing board of the Women's Council of Realtors, Greater Palm Beach County, 2018.
Take a quick photo op because of the glare.
If I may have your attention, please, for one moment. I am very remiss in recognizing someone who gave a lot to our organization in 2017, and that is Kara Bloom, our 2017 secretary. I am so sorry to miss you on that one. Thank you, Kara.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to announce the following past presidents for our ceremonial passing of the gavel. Nancy Macaluso, 1987. Lydia Crystal, 2003. Pamela Banks, 2006. Deborah Baccarella, 2007. Tim Kinsler, 2008. Judy Ramella, 2009. Karen Clark, 2013. Amy Snook, 2014. Crystal Silver, 2015. Jessica Rosada, 2016. Kathy Lewis, 2017. And introducing for the first time in public, Deborah Shapiro. Nancy, you may begin.
Jessica Rosado. Kathy Lewis.
All right, that was fun. Okay. Past presents, I love you, but sit down. All right. The moment I know she has been waiting for. I'd like to invite Miss Kathy Lewis up for her farewell speech. Well, I had a very, very hard time starting to write this farewell speech. I would start it, stop it, scratch it out, throw it away, and this went on for weeks. But then I realized that primarily because farewell insinuates goodbye, that I couldn't write the speech. And I simply couldn't say goodbye to this organization, so I won't.
Thank you.
You're welcome. They say the older you get, the faster time goes by. Well, I have to tell you that I must have just celebrated my 100th birthday, because it seems like just a couple of months ago that Jessica handed over the gavel to me, and it's been an awesome year. The essence of our mission is to empower women to succeed as leaders and professionals in our industry and the communities that we serve. I hope that I was true to the mission and had a positive influence on the women I was privileged to work with this year. I want to thank the line officers, committee chairs, strategic partners who served with me. We delivered meaningful programs and education, supported women in our community through Dress for Success, had fun, and developed lasting relationships along the way. I must tell you though that just when you feel like you're beginning to get this job right,
it's time to turn it over. Even though I've passed the gavel, I'll always be there to support Women's Council of Realtors. So to Deborah and her exceptional team, learn what you can, stretch beyond what you think you're capable of achieving, support one another, and most of all, remember these 5 very little empowering words. The task is to ask.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure serving you this year.
Crazy. My roommate.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hope you have to work photo op. What's that? Photo
Get a
op.
picture of the flowers. Thank you.
Yes.
Can I pay you?
Yeah, good for you, Butter. Okay. Thank you so much. I am honored and so excited to accept this position. I can't even begin to express my gratitude and appreciation to our members, our strategic partners, and our sponsors. Without you, the Women's Council of Realtors would not exist. I am especially thankful to Kathy Lewis for her amazing year. Her hard work and dedication to the network is truly inspiring. Her guidance and support through the year is greatly appreciated, and I know she will be there for me and our new line officers. I'd like to thank all the past presidents who have led me to where I am today, as your 2018 local network president. Especially Amy Snook, Pamela Banks, and Jessica Rosado, who have encouraged and supported me to join this amazing group of women. I'd like to thank my amazing court team for their support and understanding. My regional, Janine Pringle, has been cheering me on for over 4 years to become president. It's in all my reviews. I especially have to thank my husband, Stephen Shapiro. For those who don't know, it's AKA Butter, who is the love of my life. This is where I get choked up. For his support and encouraging me to be the best that I can be. He appreciates my passion for Women's Council of Realtors, even when I'm stressed and need to travel away from home. He is always there by my side. One of my favorite quotes is, "Behind every successful woman is a tribe of successful women who have her back." You are all my tribe, and I know I can count on you to have my back. The theme for 2018 is Stage Yourself for Success. Before we conclude, I've put together a little mini expo to get us started. So thank you all for coming, and let's go have some fun.